Welcome back to Dick Bell Oval for the round 13 clash in the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup between the Nelson Bay Marlins and the Singleton Roosters. Once again, we thank our wonderful 2014 sponsors, Wilson Security, Prime 7, Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast, Trophy and Embroidery, brought to you live each and every week on Bar TV.
Yeah, Ivan, third quarter about to commence, mate. What can you see happening after halftime?
Oh, look, I'd like to see Roosters get back into this game with a few goals. I think what we're going to see, though, is probably the Marlins just keep pressing forward and probably running away with this game. But for the Roosters' sake, and I think they deserve a few more goals, I'd like to see them kick a couple.
Right, let's see how we go there. As Blake Erickson picks it up, he certainly had plenty of it in the first half. He sweeps a handball out. It comes to Sainsbury. Sainsbury on the right boot goes long. Deacon's his target up there against Smith, and Deacon takes a chest mark deep in the pocket. Probably a bit hard to score from there. He's going to go back. He looks pretty confident. As I mentioned before, first game back for 3 weeks. Forced rest. Hasn't hit the scoreboard today. Comes in off the boot. Looks a bit wobbly in the direction, though. And touched right on the line.
Punch through. Around the grounds, Gaz, did you get any scores come in from around the grounds?
Got the halftime scores at number 1 Sports Ground, Warners Bay, 7-5-47. Still leading Newcastle City, 5-5-35. And at Hilton Moore Oval, it's Terrigal Avoca, 9-11-65, leading Cardiff, 1-1-7. So the Panthers still continuing on, still making it very, very difficult to score at Hilton Moore Oval. As Brashington gets it now. Handballs it over the top to Graham. No, it doesn't. It goes to Mitchell. Mitchell now is going to get it on the left boot. Who's his target in forward? Leading out there is Hillier. Hillier there up against the Val. Overruns it. Over the back it comes to Ingram. He's under pressure there, however, by Pilston. Ingram goes to ground. Pilston stays up. Handballs it back to DeVale. Numbers there to Nelson Bay. Kicks it in there. Graham, however, the ball sits, is going to have an opportunity. It's 3 against 1, however. But coming in to help is Mitchell Lee trying to even the numbers. Good handball by Thompson. Well taken by Sainsbury. And Sainsbury out the back it goes to Clayton. Chips it in short, looking out there for Jaden Reimer, but it's gone too wide and it's gone out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, the Roosters doing a good job getting it up the park. They just broke down a little bit when it got into right up the very front of their forward line there. But again, this is where they need to be. They need to get on the board early, as we say about this sort of time every quarter. But they certainly need to make something of this forward thrust.
They go the forward thrust there. After Collier had his hands to the ball, but this ball and away they run now then. As Clayton gets it, kicking in there, leading in the race, the ball is Deacon. Brace shrugs the tackle of Smith. Handballs it over the top to Darren Emmett. Wilkes is hot on his hammer. Emmett picks it up, however, on the boot, kicks it in there, but only as far as Minard. And deep in defence, Bo Minard takes the mark. Kicks it out wide. Coburn's a target. Ford is a target, but Ben Grace, ball holding up in the wind. And Ben Grace, the premiership winning skipper from last year, takes the mark. Too far out to score. Well, so I believe, but as the defender, he's going to go back and he's going to back himself.
Why wouldn't he?
Hey,
why wouldn't you?
I'll let you call this one, Ivan. You love defenders.
Right, we're right behind it. Here he comes. He's just about probably kicking it right. He's giving it a bit. He's probably going to push it to the left, and he does indeed. Had the distance, just didn't have the accuracy. So, unfortunately for him, couldn't kick the defender's goal.
Yeah, you normally say, mate, where was the... Well, that's a defender's kick. You always say that. It
wasn't a bad kick, it just wasn't straight.
Yeah, well, that's what you say. But every time a defender comes down misses, you say, well, that's a defender's kick. So, anyway, back it comes out the other side there. The two number 8s are doing battle. Brashington against Thompson. Thompson first to go. Gets the handball. Back it comes to Emmett. On the right boot to Deacon. Certainly been prominent in this at the start of the third quarter. On the right boot. Looks in there. The target in there is Blake Erickson. Also up against Wilkes. Good contest by Singleton. Roving the pack, however. I think that might have been...
that was a defender's kick.
That was a defender's kick. Mate, he's a forward who missed that.
Anyway.
I think it might have been Jared Reimer. It was Jared Reimer.
Yep, let off there for the Roosters because it was a goal that was beckoning to be scored, but it just didn't happen for them. So anyway, out they come again, the Roosters.
Out there to Wilkes, right on the line. Out he comes. Here's the target going to be. A lead coming up by Bray. In there, under pressure there immediately. However, by Tim DeVale, and we're going to have a boundary throw-in right in front of a very healthy crowd here at Dick Burwell Oval today.
Just about to say the same, Gaz, as the Brews continue to go down. They're getting closer and closer to the action because some of the old legs probably want to get back out there.
Probably want to look out towards where the sun is too. I think would probably be pretty handy as well. As Emmett gets it, handball back to Grenier, goes back there to Mudd. Good tackle by Hicks. Gets out though. Emmett's on the boundary. He's going to have a left foot. Goes in towards goal. Only as far as Minard though. And once again, the reliable defender takes the mark deep in defence. Called to play on immediately. No, he's going to be called for 50 metres. He didn't call him play on.
Called in 50.
Didn't call play on, despite the fact he probably ran around and played on.
I was going to say, he ran
pocket.
about 5 yards to around the mark, and everyone thought he was just going to play on. So the man on the mark went with him and got pinged. Anyway, they're going to have it. Alex Mitchell's going to have it.
Oh.
Work that out.
No, it's not Alex Mitchell's kick.
No,
it is Alex Mitchell's kick.
Yeah, Alex Mitchell's got it.
No, it's got to be Bo Meinhardt's kick.
Yeah, I was going to say, get Meinhardt back up here. Give him the ball back, Alex.
Call play on. You love those midfield. That's how they rack up so many stats. You reckon Gary Ablett does that? That's how he does that 40 times a game?
He won't be doing it for the rest of the year.
Unfortunate that. But anyway, good kick by Meinhardt. Brassington's his target. It should be a free kick there. No free kick.
Here we go.
I'm not sure about that. Anyway, Bray gets it. Who's the target? No one back there, though. As Dylan Stewart takes it to mark, deep in defence. Goes out there now wide to Clayton. Clayton takes mark. Plays on immediately. Ericsson's his next target. That's the Blake variety. And he gets it on the right boot. Chips it in short to Grinya. They just shared around these midfields. On the centre wing, Grinya. Where's his take? He's going to try and run around forward, and he does that pretty well. On the right boot, target there. No one in particular. Murphy goes back. Graham's there. Good contest by the little man. Comes in there to Mitchell. He picks it up. No, he doesn't. The ball bounces unkindly for him, but Murphy goes in the rugged defender. Handball, the backer comes there from Bray. On it goes to Graham. A hurry kick in there, but they just got the numbers back there, Nelson Bay. And DeVale gets it. Chips it in short there. And Brad Sainsbury takes the mark on the centre wing. Just getting numbers behind the ball, Singleton, making it very, very tough when they go forward.
Yeah, again, when they ran it through hands, they looked good, but there was just no one there for that outlet. That last kick was just missing.
Yeah, 50-50 contest there now. Coburn against Ericsson. Who's got the pace? Good work, Dane Coburn. Good work there also by Ingram. Unable to actually get it there, though. Blake Ericsson picks up handballs. It comes to Grace. The ball hits the ground, however. Good contest. Really good work, Richard Wilkes. High tackle. Should have got a free kick there for sure. But Darren Peelson picks it up on the right boot. Goes there long. Jaden Reimer took a spectacular grab in the last quarter. Can't repeat the effort there. We've got a boundary throw in.
Yeah, pushing forward now, the Marlins again into their forward 50, and again there's a lot of guys looking around the back of that pack waiting for the ball to pop out because they know exactly what's going to happen. Singleton are going to try to shut it down, but they've just got a couple of key players just hanging around the back of the ruck.
6.5 minutes gone, though, in the quarter. No goal yet from Nelson Bay. On the left boot there, and that one's certainly not going to help as Louis Jews on the left boot kicks it out of bounds on the full. Yeah,
a bit of respite there for the Roosters as the shadows start drifting across Dick Burwell Oval here. Once again, Wilson Security, fantastic major sponsor of the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup. They are Australia's largest and most innovative security provider. So if you need some of your security looked after, give Wilson Security a call on 1300 Wilson.
And a quick shout out to all the viewers out there from wherever you're watching, both in Australia and overseas, and to Grant Polworth, the centre half forward for the Singleton Roosters, out with 3 broken ribs at the moment. He's watching the game, probably wishes he was out there for the Roosters, and the Roosters certainly wish he was out there, but we wish him a speedy recovery as Mitchell gets the ball off the ground. Goes back there now. Michael Plain's got the run of it. Under pressure from Ingram. Good tackle by Ingram.
Good tackle.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's gone.
He's going to be penalised for holding the ball. Good pressure there by Jared Ingram. Plays on the call immediately. Goes long there.
And misses everything.
Misses everything.
Mal Hillier gave him some too, just quietly, because he was standing there by himself. Not because he ran away from someone, they just all ran away from him.
Well, lucky he doesn't get benched. You should always kick it to the coach. You know that. Should always. Out it goes there now to Ben Grace. Up it goes there now. Collier stands the mark. Deep in the pocket. Plenty of options there. Comes in there. Goes long to target. Up there looking for Mudd. He's up against Ingram. Good mark, Ryan Mudd. Good spoil actually by Ingram. Comes down there. Blake Ericsson. Good front and centre. On the right boot. Goes there. Well, no, it's going to Blake Ericsson now. Actually, Joel won't be happy with that. I probably robbed him as a stat there. But anyway, the brotherly love. I'm sure they'll share it later on. Back it comes there now. It comes there Whitehead. He goes one hand. Good handball. Well done, Dane Coburn. Good running. Hillier's on the lead this time. Up he goes. Nearly takes a big grab. And he's done well, though. He's forced it out of bounds for a forward pocket. Talking to Mal earlier in the game. He said, I must speak kindly to him. He wasn't happy with how I described him in the last game we were here. So,
is that right?
So I'll talk him up there now. Gee, he got off the ground there. Well, he would have been, no doubt, 2 inches off the ground then with a big high leap. Yeah,
seriously,
and nearly pulled it in.
He nearly got his shoelace off the ground too.
No,
his boot was, his shoelace wasn't.
I think that too. There's a bit of an undulation of the ground there too. He's made him look even higher off the ground. But anyway, good to see him out there. He's been done a great job. And I was talking to the president earlier on. He wants to re-sign him.
Is that right?
On a long-term contract.
Fantastic.
And, so we look forward to hearing that in the
news. 2 pies and a
Coke
next year, is it?
Yep, that's right. What do you say about May? I reckon he likes pies and cake. But anyway, we've got a snap a goal there by Daff.
No, he's pushed it to the right.
So he didn't mention about pies and cakes. He told us we'd be able to look after him. You mentioned pies and cakes.
Oh, well, mate, that's what we used to get paid back then. What do they throw a sausage roll in now too?
Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Some good bakeries up there around Singleton.
Indeed, they do.
Shout out to all the bakeries out there. If you want to get on board with the Singleton Roosters because They might be behind on the scoreboard here at the moment, but they certainly got a bright future ahead of them.
What about the Imperial Hotel at Singleton? That's a great
place.
Too.
Had a meal there last year.
Yep.
The president shouted me a meal there. Great meals there. You want to get back there. And great supporters, have been long-term supporters of the Singleton Roosters. And look, and we really appreciate their support. I know the club does, and they get back there and support it. So tonight, when we get back there, their second division side, the Roosters had a 2-point win over Wyong Lakes today.
Excellent.
Back-to-back win for the Roosters, so well done to them. So anyway, back to the footy here, and Blake Erickson's got it. No, it's got to be hand back to Ben Grace. It's twice we had 2 50-metre penalties and someone else has tried to gain it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben Grace there now, looking in there, passing there to Reimer. Well done by McPherson. Gets in front there of Emmett, but picked up by Jaden Reimer now. On the right boot, this will be classy. It is, but just out the front of Deakin. He's in the run of it, chased by Hicks. Deakin gets a boundary line, comes up, and we're going to have a boundary throw in again. Still no score by Nelson Bay, or no majors anyway. 10 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, there's not much more the Roosters can do other than do what they're doing and just try harder, because they are getting up the forward line, but the speed and ability of Nelson Bay just to get it straight up there and is just unbelievable, because they are really good at that transition. And here they go again. They're just trying to push it into their 50, and no doubt they find a loose man every time.
As Thompson's got it, he's from 50, all right. Gets it a wobbly old kick in there. Minor. It's going to bounce over his head, though. How does it bounce? It bounces left.
He's been good today. He's been good today, Thompson. I've liked him. He put the afterburners on a few times and showed he's still got a bit of toe about him.
Yep, yeah, no, he's been good. He's been solid every time we've watched him this year. Really, one of those key players we spoke about before. Gives that experience in the midfield. It really matches with their young players. Minor chips it out there. There now it's going to be a Smith. So Smith gets it on the right boot, goes long. Might be Howard actually kicks it long there. Over the back it goes from Brassington. The 2 number 8s did battle. Thompson and Brassington. Joel Erickson picks it up there now. Out he goes on the centre wing. He goes there now. Kicks it inboard. Who's the target? Leading in there is Deakin. Great work by Hicks. Chips in there. Bright green boots. They certainly stand out. If you're going to wear bright green boots, you need to take those marks. And full credit to Brad Hicks. He did take that mark. A beautiful kick as well as finds Brassington on the centre wing. He turns and goes. Who's his option? Goes up there now. Going out there. Mitchell's a call. Mitchell's going to take it.
Beautiful.
Good pass. Good lead.
Beautiful kick, Brassington.
Great play. That's probably their best bit of transition play they've had all day.
Lovely style
and
about
Alex
his kick.
Mitchell, 40, probably going to kick it from just inside the 50. Not sure he's got it. Chris Collier's going to run down there. Probably need to wait for everybody to run down there. Brassington was going to run past him. Good work by Darren Emmett, though. He saw that threat.
Well, there was no one in the square, guys. They're only just getting there now.
Mitchell comes back on the left boot. Looks pretty good. Has it got the distance?
He didn't need him. He didn't need him.
Alex Mitchell gets Singleton second.
Beautiful kick, Alex Mitchell.
And look, a good reward for Mitchell, and also, as we mentioned earlier, good reward for arguably their best bit of play today from fullback.
Yep.
That went down there through Brassington, and then a beautiful spearing pass into Mitchell, and gee, that was a nice finish.
Beautiful finish there, and it did well to find space to Alex Mitchell, because it's a fairly congested back line there for the Bay. They've done a pretty good job being pretty tight on their opponents, but he found some space, and Brassington found him, and then he kicked the goal from basically on 50. So it was a fantastic bit of play for Singleton. And, mate, every time we've seen them, they've found a purple patch. Maybe we're at the start of theirs now.
This is it. They're coming back. But good to see Alex Mitchell. As he's probably had a stellar season, actually. And there he goes again. Collier to Mitchell to McPherson. This is good play on the boot. Here, chipping in there nicely. Can't quite take the mark there. I think that might have been it's picked up now by Daff. Daff gets it. He's had in the back there. Well done by Erickson, though. He gets away from Young. Good shepherd there coming by the way there by Deval Erickson. Out of bounds on the full. Should be a free kick. Resulting free kick's going to go to Singleton. So they're actually there now giving a little bit. Now they can actually see a little bit of hope here. Well, not so much hope, but certainly a bit of
positivity.
That's a nice word. Positivity. And free kick's going to go there now to Daff. So Sam Daff on the centre wing. Just has to dodge Dane Cabinet and there, just getting a bit of mass. Again,
Mal,
they're all climbing all over. There we go.
Yes.
Yes. So you can't stop the high-flying Hillier from having a run at the ball.
And
he's now going to get back. Yeah. And he's going to come back there now. And look, in his day, Mal would eat these for breakfast. Dead-eye Dick he was. You really
must have eaten a few, I'd say.
Anyway, we'll
Come
call
on, Mal.
this.
Do it, son. Do it for everyone. Here he goes.
Now. Look at that. I told you that's beautiful off the boot. Like I told you.
Mal.
Look at that.
Hello, Mal.
He pumps the air. And the Singleton coach is on the board.
You beauty.
Great goal, Mal Hillier. And Singleton gets their third. Oh, gee, I'll be hearing about that at the next family reunion. Don't worry about that.
Fantastic. And the purple patch continues for the Roosters.
Back-to-back goal for the Roosters. He's confident about it. I just saw Mal running in the centre. I thought he was going to put himself in the midfield. He's going that well.
He's turning back the clock.
Oh, turning back the clock. That is fantastic work. And look at their hands on the hips. Must have been, it was a long lead. It was a 5-metre lead. Like, got the hands on the hips. Good on him, though. Well done, Mal.
Well, mate, he's equal leading goal scorer at the moment for the Roosters, so good on you, son.
I reckon that's got another pie on the contract too, I reckon. Beckett has a present there. He's alongside me here, and he agrees. Beckett comes in there, going pretty well. But it goes in there now as Daff. Looks in there, Leo. Mal makes another lead. Oh, he goes again. Oh, unlucky. Just went over his head. That he doesn't turn quite as quick as he used to as playing. Gets it back. It comes there now to Ericsson. Across half back he goes. Kicks it out wide to Darren Emmett. Plenty of space out here for Emmett. He'll have one bounce. He'll have two bounces. He'll probably have we won't have any more bounces. Kicks in there long. Good option to find Luke Bell. Bell takes a mark. He's kicked 3 goals today. Luke Bell, sorry, he's only kicked 2. He missed that other one. Comes in there now from Woods. Over to Thompson. Thompson goes back onto his left. Has a snap at goal. Minard in there. Good work. Gets the fist there against Mudd. On the ground there, no. Good defensive pressure by Singleton. And Nelson Bay get another behind. Yet to kick a goal this quarter, Nelson Bay. 15 and a half minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah, much better quarter for the Roosters. But once again, all that forward players, a few of the Roosters players is walking back into their spot. They're a bit spent at the moment.
Back come there. Over the back it goes to Graham. He handballs it back quickly there to Mellon. He can't done there as well as in the back there was Clayton, and he gets a free kick. Aaron Clayton, one of the better performances today for Nelson Bay. Too far out to score. Look for the tail. Well done there by Singleton. They've actually they've zoned up really well in the back line there, so it'll be very hard for him to find a target. He has to go around a scrubby old kick in there to Thompson. He gets there, picks it up, tackled by Murphy. Back it comes there now to Graham. Runs into Brassington. Back it comes there to Hicks. Good handball. Sorry, comes back to Brassington now. Immediately tackled. Too high was that one, but no play on's a call. Back it comes to Thompson. Good work in there again. He's Brassington. He tackled it down there, and we're going to see a ball up.
Yeah, pretty unlucky there, Braxton. You could have probably paid that one. He got hit by 2 blokes, and one of them was certainly high. So, anyway, they're going to get another chance, the Roosters, to get it out while the Marlins are looking for their first for the quarter.
So up it comes there again. Now Price gets a tap down. It comes back in there to Blake Erickson. Going in there well, though, was Whitehead. He dispossessed him very nicely. Comes in there, picked up by Murphy. Murphy's tackled immediately by his Nelson Bay opponent. Comes back there now to Jaden Reimer. Out it goes, good handball. Back it comes there now to Zach Nichols. He has a shot at goal. And they're still yet to kick a goal for the quarter as it misses to the right.
Yeah, young Zach Nichols, he would have loved to have that one over again because he was running into an open goal. No one on him, no pressure on him. The only pressure he had was on himself, and it was just too much. 45
points the margin at the moment, still in the favour of Nelson Bay. And he kicks it out wide there. Bo Minard goes wide. It's going to be a resulting free kick. It's going to go the way of Aaron Clayton from Nelson Bay.
Yeah, it's good to see. Keep going back to the old boys because there's more and more showing up. I don't know where they're coming from, but they are coming, and they're obviously starting the festivities early for those late comings, but they're seeing a pretty good new generation, a young generation of Marlin players out there today.
Yeah, for those who've travelled long distance, great to have you back. And look, they would certainly be heartened by the new Nelson Bay lineup, the new youngsters they've got coming through, and they would certainly think that if we had our premierships, and you would think that if this group can stay together, they've certainly got the potential to challenge in years to come as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Anyway, boundary throw in again. 17.5 gone, 45 points.
Pretty famous victories, I'd say, out here for the Marlins and Dick Burwell Oval.
I reckon there would be some famous stories being told right as we speak right now. I remember I was out there on that flank there, and I kicked one on the left boot over my left shoulder.
Wearing thongs.
Thongs, yes, probably did too. Anyway, back it comes there now. It comes back to Chris Eddy. He's tackled me. You get kicked there. Lux of Fortune. A good mark taken by David Woods. 25 metres out from goal. Directly in front. And Woods will have the opportunity to kick the 10th goal, but more importantly, the first goal of the quarter for Nelson Bay.
And indeed, he's first. He hasn't kicked one yet, so young David Woods running in to see if he can rectify the problem.
He does. Looks good off the
boot. And indeed does.
Certainly does. David Woods, goal number 1 for him. Goal number 10 for Nelson Bay.
Yeah, great work. Singleton just couldn't hold him out that much more. They just were wilting under the pressure, and eventually gave way. But they're once again getting the game back into the centre of the park, where, of course, they'll have a chance to get it up to their end. Quick one, Gaz. The New South Wales Australian Football History. There is an Australian Football History Society, which is a non-profit organisation run by a group of dedicated volunteers. So anyone interested in having a look at the New South Wales Australian Football History, head to nswfootballhistory.com.au. That's nswfootballhistory.com.au. And they've even got their own Facebook page, mate, New South Wales Australian Football History Society. So have a look at that, and if they need as much help and any donations if you might have some wonderful New South Wales football history.
Backer comes there, Price over the top there now. Comes down to Jane Rod. Immediately tackled. He was tackled high as well. Puts his head over the ball there. Was Grinya, but play on's a call. Out it comes there now. Chris Falden's got the run of it. He can't pick it up, however. Goes in there now is Sam Howard. He gets it, handballs it back. Only as far as Price, though. They're working that. Good work by Singleton. They get the numbers to the ball. Backer got the run of the ball there. I think that time there might have been Chris Eddy. Sam Braston goes to ground.
Yeah, Adam Green, you just want to have a bit of a chat with him.
Says hello. How you going?
Yeah,
Playing well today, Sam?
Yeah, you're doing
Good
well,
work.
mate.
Yep.
Like your tats.
Yeah, nice, yep. In it comes. Boundary throwing again. Up they come. Blake Erickson tried to run them into his own man, so no third man up there. Sainsbury gets the kick right boot on the board. Comes in there. Thompson attacks the ball. 100 miles an hour. Misses the handball target of Reimer.
Oh,
Darren Emmett
solid.
goes in hard. Good, solid hit there on Ingram. Well done by McPherson, though. He gets the boot. Thompson's got the run of it. He's going to take a chest mark. He gets it immediately. Plays on through the centre wing. On the right boot. The target down there is Luke Bell. Going to go out there a number of times today. Luke Bell has made good leads.
Yep.
And the ball's fallen probably 1 or 2 metres just in front of him.
He's done very well, Luke Bell. He got his first 2 in the first quarter, and ever since then he hasn't been able to add to his tally, but he's certainly been working hard when they have been going forward, and that's, as we said, that's all you want your forwards to do, but he's been let down a little bit with the delivery.
Yeah. Boundary throw it again, and they come. Collier up there, goes over the head, picked up there by McPherson. However, handballs into a dangerous position. However, Wilkes off the ground. It's only gone as far as Erickson. Erickson picks it up, goes to ground, handballs it back to Reimer. Jared Reimer gets a handball there. Immediately comes back there to Jews. Jews handballs it off to Chris Eddy. Handballs it back to Blake Erickson on the left boot. Who's the target? Target is Clayton. Once again, doesn't find its target. He goes in there up against Minor. Good hip and shoulder, but Clayton's good enough. Puts the ball on the ground. Picked up by Jews. Back to Erickson. Short pass into Woods. Looking for the target there. The last goal kick was Woods, but it went too high, and Chris Collier is able to force the ball out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
What the Roosters are doing well, guys, is they're actually putting a lot of pressure on the ball. So the Marlins players keep having their backs to goal. They can't actually run it forward, which is really, really good work by the Roosters' defensive line.
Collier handballs over the tackle, immediately tackled there. I think it might have been, was that Smith who was immediately tackled there? It was. Hugh Smith for Singleton. We've got a ball up, just at the top of the square. Up they go. Bell up against Collier. Collier taps out the back, but only as far as Woods. A left foot snap. Has he made it back-to-back? No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Another behind. Certainly been pretty wasteful this quarter. Nelson Bay, they've kicked 1 goal, 7 for the quarter.
Yeah, once again, the Roosters have got to get it out of this back line and get it out in a hurry because they've been down here for a while, and time will soon sway against them when the Marlins, they're going to convert sooner or later. They just got to get it out now, Roosters.
Minor goes long. Out it comes Price up against Brassington. That's a good overhead contest. Well done
Oh,
by
well
Brassington.
done.
Gets it, handballs it off quickly to Fordner. Goes there, uses it. Goes over quickly to Howard. Howard back to Brassington. Brassington on the right boot. Goes down there, looking over the top for Stefani. In there is Darren Peelson. Darren Peelson takes the mark. The reliable Nelson Bay defender. On the half-back flank. Kicks it out wide. His target there is Chris Eddy. Not the greatest kick, though. And Sam Howard takes the mark. Sam Howard on the right boot. One of the promising young players at Singleton got. He looks in there, pass and finds Coburn. Well done, good work. Ben Grace is saying, I touched it. Dane Coburn said, I'm going to have a kick. Oh, good lead coming there for Stefani. Where's Hillier? Hillier is in there. Is he on the bench? Did he take himself off? He has. What's going on there?
He's dragged himself.
Kicks a goal, sits on the bench. Do you think he's coach? Anyway, good mark taken back there by Nichols.
He didn't want to shine too bright,
Darren
mate.
Emmett, handball off. Oh, he went to play on there. Didn't go there, so... If I can get away with that. Call to play on. Goes in the centre of the ground. Louis Dew takes the mark. Centre half back. He'll go out wide now. Grace is his target on the half back flank. Good work there. The Singleton forward line still working hard though. Stefani's there working on the mark. Gets a little short pass in. Back it comes in now to Jews. Well done by him. But they only progress the ball 10 metres. Where's the next kick? The next kick's in there looking for over there. I think that was taken by Nichols. He plays on. Shepherd by Price. Under pressure there for McPherson. Gets it away just in time. Joel Erickson over the top there now. Spearing pass in there. Once again looking for Bell, but a poor disposal into the forward line. So I see young Rossi, the coach down there for Nelson Bay, scratching his head with this disposal into the forward line. The old coaching gig. Anyway, you don't have much hair left when you coach, do you?
No, not at all. It's a tough gig coaching.
It is. But anyway, back on the footy. Good work by Mitchell. He gets there, got rid of the opponent on the left boot. Did his second goal for the quarter? No, it's not.
Couldn't quite get it. One of the things that let the forward line down in the Roosters a little bit earlier was that they didn't work very hard when they had the ball. But as soon as they get turned out, they got to work twice as hard to get it back. So they've got to start making a bit more action towards the ball in their leads. They're actually standing around trying to make contested marks, and that's not going to work against this defence.
Plain drops a mark he should have taken there, but he's able to good enough to get away with it. On the left boot it goes out there, and Chris Eddy's going to take the mark. On the right boot, and there's 3/4 time at Dick Burwell Oval, and a good quarter by the Singleton Roosters. They managed that time to kick 2 goals. Where's my scoreboard? There it is. 2 goals, 2. While Nelson Bay were restricted to 1 goal, 7. But at three-quarter time, it's the Nelson Bay Marlins. 10-16-76. Leading Singleton 3-7-25.
Goal kickers for Nelson Bay: Adam Grenier with 1, Ryan Mudd with 1, Darren Emmett with 1, and David Wood with 1 that quarter. Still 2 to Luke Bell, 2 to Aaron Clayton, and 2 to Luke Price. Singleton, Alex Mitchell with 1, Dane Cowburn with 1, and Mal Helia with 1 as well. So, yeah, Singleton certainly back better and much more composed in that quarter than they were in the first 2. So, a little bit of, I suppose, success there when you can say that you won that quarter by a point, 14-13.
Yeah, look, they won. That was good work, yeah. But Nelson Bay certainly still in control of the game. But Singleton, they good effort there. They kicked a couple of goals. As you said, they won the quarter. And that's all their coach would be asking for. And look, realistically, at three-quarter time, that's all they'll be asking for. Let's win the last quarter as well.
They're just small victories, and you've got to take everyone you can get. So we'll have a small break ourselves, and we'll be back very soon for the last quarter here for the Round 13 clash at Dick Burwell Oval in Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup.